Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about a topic I've never talked about before, and that is going to be the best player of a certain character, and that character is going to be Falcon. And the main people I'm going to be talking about today are Fatality and Sean. There are other good Falcon players out there, like Ogi and Andrei, just like off the top of my head. Obviously there's more, but I think that the main two are Sean and Fatality right now. They have the best results, and they're kind of the most consistent Falcons. I'll get to that in a bit. But I want to go over which one I think is the best and the reasons why. So, just right away, I just want to look at Fatality's stats versus Sean's stats. So Sean, I'll look at Sean's first, actually. Sean has, and we're only going to be really looking at tournaments as a late. Sean has 3 tournaments as a late, and that's going to be CEO, MomoCon, and Pound. And in that, Sean has a 7th at Pound, a 65th at MomoCon, and a 13th at CEO. Whereas Fatality's recent tournaments, he has a 13th at CEO. Sean had 13th CEO. I think I said that. I feel like I missaid it though. A 13th at MomoCon and a 25th at Genesis. He also did get 5th at Back in Blood, with some pretty decent wins over Judge Lemon and Pokemon. But I want to focus more on the majors because I think they're more important to me. So off the gate, you can hear Sean is a lot more inconsistent. He has higher highs, but way lower lows. Undeniably low lows. A 65th when you are in contention for the first of a character is by no means great. And his losses are, and I think it's really interesting actually how this worked out. Because he lost to, I think it was Maze and Scat. He lost to Maze and Scat, and Fatality at that same tournament beat Maze, and he beat Scat. So, does that mean immediately Sean is the better Captain Falcon player? No. Or, sorry, Fatality's the better Captain Falcon player. No, because, you go to Pound, for example. At Genesis, Cosmos beat Fatality to knock him out of the to knock him into losers, whereas Sean beat Cosmos to get into top 8. Does that mean Sean's the better Falcon player? Oh my goodness. Does that mean Sean's the better Captain Falcon player? No, not necessarily. It's just kind of like different people play differently. It doesn't mean that one person has a win over the other person. It's not a triangle thing where it's like it's not rock paper scissors. I beat this person, I'm better. Or I beat this person, I'm better. I think the wins are important and they matter. I just don't think that those alone should be like, okay, this bad tournament for Sean. Fatality did better there. He's better. Whereas Sean did good at this tournament and beat this player that beat Fatality. He's better. But if we also look at Sean's Pound run, he also has wins over Tekara, Tilde, and Suarez being probably his most impressive ones. Apollo Kage as well. And Bacon. I don't want to leave him out. I just like Bacon's Dr. Mario. The fact that he got that far with Dr. Mario still blows my mind, and I think it's unacceptable that people let him do that. But yeah, Sean's Pound one is really good, especially the wins over Tilde and Cosmos. Those are 2 amazing players. And Fatality's most impressive wins are, he's a win over Pink Fresh, which is really good. And then he's a win over Wrath, which is really good. He's a win over Scat. But then outside of that, he hasn't really had any insane wins. If we look at the CEO bracket today, they both got 13th. Sean losing to Wadi and MVD, and then Fatality losing to Sonics and Aaron. Whereas Fatality got a win on Fusix, who's a very good Sheik player. I'd say that's Fatality's best win. Sean got a win on Mars, so that's really impressive. So I think overall, Sean has better wins, and he has higher highs, but he also has a 65th on his resume, which I feel like is really hard to ignore. And Fatality's lowest is a 25th. Granted, his highest is a 13th, so he doesn't really have those highs, but he's more consistent. And even if we look at that Back in Blood placement, it's a 5th place, only losing to Apollo Kage. Granted, Sean beat Apollo Kage, but a different player, different playstyle, doesn't really matter. And Elegant, who are amazing players, whereas Sean lost to Scat, who's an amazing player, and Maze, who's obviously an amazing player, but just less known than players like Apollo Kage and Elegant. So that kind of leaves this thing. Right now they're trading sets with each other, not trading sets. They're trading wins over each other. Sean has wins over Apollo Kage and Cosmos that both beat Sean or no, the other way around. Sean has wins over Apollo, Peggy, Cosmos that both beat Fatality, whereas Fatality has wins over Maze and Sket, who both beat Sean. So who is better? And right now, I think I'm going to give the better Captain Falcon player to Fatality. And I have one reason for this, and that is it's the 65th, obviously. But I think if Sean can get one more performance like his CEO run, like his pound run under his belt, I'm probably going to give him Best Falcon. Just because of how impressive his wins at pound are, and how one bad tournament, I don't think when Fatality had a good tournament and you had a terrible one, I don't think that should be the only thing weighing you down. But like with such small results right now, it kind of has to be. But if Sean can keep showing consistency like this 13th place with an amazing win over Mars, and also other good players like he had a win over Zeta, who made it pretty far. Who beat Bobby Wasabi, and I think Bobby Wasabi got like a huge upset today. I actually don't know who it is. I'll take a look at that really quick just for retrospective. He had one over Myron today, which is really impressive. So obviously Zed is an amazing player for beating Bobby Wasabi, who beat Myron, kind of a trickle effect. But yeah, I'm going to give Fatality the best Captain Falcon player. I think if Sean gets one more amazing performance, or Fatality gets one mediocre performance, honestly, it's kind of like that pendulum thing of like, if it's so close, not pendulum, I guess is the wrong word, but it's so close to bouncing to the other side that one more performance from either player significant, like in a significant direction, could easily tilt me. But right now I'm going to give it to Fatality, just because we know he also hits those highs. Like CEO, it's a tournament from a while ago, last CEO, not this one, obviously. But the last CEO, he got 4th place with wins over ESAM, with wins over MBD. Just like really impressive placement. And Sean's win over Pound is, I'd say, arguably, probably the same level as his Fatality CEO win, if not a little more impressive, just because his wins were probably better. Like the Cosmos win and the Tilde win, I think are both very impressive. Just those two especially, on top of the other ones that are amazing. But yeah, I'm going to give Fatality right now more because Fatality is more consistent. We know he has those high highs. And for Sean, we know he has those high highs. We don't know if he's consistent yet. If Sean can get one or two more consistent tournaments where he's getting like even a 25th, a 17th, 13th, I think he's going to be in the future for best Falcon player. 65th's hurting him. I don't think it'll hurt him forever if he keeps traveling, which I think he will if he keeps showing that he's just a phenomenal player. I could see him taking the title that Fatality has held for like 5 years. Maybe even more. Probably, actually, definitely even more. I don't know how good he was for the best Falcon in Smash 4. I didn't keep track. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you disagree, that's fine. You probably value different things than me, or you just like Sean more, or honestly, you don't really need a reason. You can just disagree. Leave a comment. All the comments have been very, very supportive, very helpful. I just like the discussions that are having. I'm learning a lot of things. By learning, I mean just like I was just blatantly wrong in a video, and someone corrected me. Which is like, it sounds sarcastic when I'm saying this, but I do sincerely really appreciate that, because I just don't want to be wrong, especially in a video like this when I'm like kind of comparing people just straight up. Obviously not in any harsh manner. There's no like ill intent to either of these. I do it as like a competitive thing only. Kind of like, it'd be like comparing two teams to me. That's kind of the lens I'm trying to look at it from. If you don't see it that way, why'd you watch the whole video? Sorry. I'm getting off track. Just thank you for the comments. Thank you for the support. It's meant a lot to me. Keeps me wanting making videos. And yeah, I don't know what my next upload will be. Probably tomorrow for CEO. We'll see. But be sure to sub. All the yada yada. Leave a comment what video you guys want me to do. What character you guys want me to do for this next. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.